So this tutorial is going to show you how to set up Netbeans to work with JOGL, which is the Java libraries that enable you to make native calls to the OpenGL API. So the first thing you're going to need to do is to get those libraries. So you can Google JOGL, and essentially the first link should take you to the JOGL site. So there are a lot of stuff you can check out here, but what you'll primarily be interested in at this point is the builds and downloads link. So on this page, you're going to select on the builds and downloads the current builds and downloads as a zip archive, and the archive you're going to get is GOGAMP-all-platforms.7z. And you can see here that it was last modified on the 31st January 2014. It's about 26 megs. So you're going to select that and download it. The other file you're going to get, which is not critical, but it will assist you in your development, is the GOGL Java docs. So you can go ahead and download that too. And these will be the only two files that we'll need for our setup. So the other file you're going to need, which is going to help you do GLSL editing, is a plugin for Netbeans to GLSL syntax highlighting. So you look for that. Netbeans GLSL editor, and again the first link should provide you with the file. So you see it's Netbeans 7.2, and it should be available for 7.2 and upwards. So just select download on that, and let that file download. After your downloads have completed, the first thing you're going to do is we're going to, these are the three files downloaded. We're first going to extract the GOGL all platforms. And this will be a pretty huge archive, but you're only going to need a few jar files that are specific to your architecture. So go into the folder and select the jar folder. Now in here you're going to find a lot of jar files, but you're only going to need a few to actually do your development. Right, so what you're going to do at this point is you're going to go to your C drive or any folder that you choose. It really doesn't matter, I just use the C drive. And you're going to create a new folder called libs. And within this libs folder, you're going to create another folder called JOGL. And in here is where we're going to put the specific jar files that we need so we can build a library for Netbeans. So the first file you're going to need is the gluten.rt and the JOGL-all. So copy these two files into that JOGL folder we just created. Now the other files you'll need are, the other two files are, we're just going to get a bit platform specific. So since I'm on Windows and I'm using 64-bit architecture, I am looking for gluten-rt-natives Windows-AMD64. If your platform is 32-bit, then you're going to select the i586. And obviously if you're on a Linux or a Mac, the same applies. So you can get your correct jar files. So I'll copy that one and paste it here. The other platform specific file that we'll need is the JOGL all natives. So that one is here. And again, for me, I'm on Windows 64-bit architecture, so I'll be selecting this file. For those of you who will be on Windows 32-bit architecture, please select the i586. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it there. So those are all the jar files that you'll need. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and set up the documents. So within the same JOGL folder, create a new folder which we'll call docs. And here we will go ahead and extract the Java docs. And after extraction, you'll go straight to the Java doc folder and copy this entire directory. Paste it in there. And that should be everything you need to do to get to be able to build a library in Netbeans. So at this point, we'll go over to Netbeans, and I'm using Netbeans 7.3. But the steps should work for later versions and previous versions as well. You'll go to Tools, and you'll go to Add to Libraries. Ant is what's responsible for building your Java project, and as you can see here, they have several libraries that have already been created. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new library, which we will call JOGL. And the type is just going to be a class library, and you hit OK. Now the class path is where we're going to add those jars that we placed in the JOGL folder earlier. Browse to the JOGL folder and select all of those jar files that we copied in there. Let's say add jar folder. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Java doc tab, select add zip folder, and we're going to go into the docs directory that we created, go into Java docs, and just say add zip folder, and that should be okay. And then we're going to go ahead and hit OK at this point. The final thing we need to do to complete our development environment is we need to install that plugin that we downloaded earlier, the Netbeans GLSL plugin. We won't get to that right away, but eventually we are going to need it. So go to Tools, Plugins, click on the Downloaded tab, and then say Add Plugins. And for me, it's at C Downloads, and you select that file and you hit open, and you see it come up there checked off as selected for install. So go ahead and hit the install, save X, say you accept the terms, and they're going to prompt you to restart the IDE. Alright, so the IDE is back up, and that is all you would have needed to do to set up your development environment. In the next video, we're going to go into creating a very basic graphics project, which you will extend and build upon for all your future projects.